sometimes, like, I think what might be best, right? Like, I'll record a video for whatever I'm discussing through the night, and then I usually upload it in the morning. But this morning, I uploaded it and put it on private, right? Because I know once I sleep, I get more information, and it's usually an evolved whatever, right? Because it's so tricky, right? There's like, as there are different like dimensions, there's like layers, and you don't want to feed base layers, right? What people would consider the general consensus, right? If that makes sense. So I went to sleep. I did record something on my other phone. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. Once I get to a network, I can upload that. Shiva's mentioned in it a couple of times. There is someone who was mentioned wanting a new reality, and I am not going to I'm going to let that unfold naturally, yeah. It's a very tricky thing when you can be moved, yeah, around, or people change, right? But they'll always look similar, yeah. And there'll be specific elements, yeah, that'll help you find your way back to like the core truth. In these otherworldly shenanigans, yes. So anyways, went to sleep, and I saw some elements of like 2012, right? So I was like, let's go back. First off, I've already discussed this. Everything that is happening right now happened in 2012, yeah. It's like, it would appear as if like some repetitive loop, yeah. But my whole system was fraud, yeah. I mean, fraud. I had no idea who the people in this house that I was with were. Real shit, yeah. I was like, who the fuck are, why? Like, and I couldn't, I felt inside out. It's the only way to put it, yeah. Like, my inward processing was proper, but I really struggled, like, outwardly moving, yeah. Like, time just seemed really fucking strange. It is just something that, unless there's no words, there's no words to describe that, right? And I used to say to myself, I'd be like, I used to be so intelligent. What happened to my intelligence, right? Like something, yeah. Like, never mind losing, like, my motor skills and my, like, whatever, yeah. It was just like, right. It's a mess. But I'm confident I can fix it, yeah. Because, like I said, what is time? Oh, what's on that? My other phone with some. We're making progress, yeah, for sure. But in order for that to occur, things have to be connected back to its natural and original state, yeah, which can be tricky to figure out, yeah. Yeah. Frequency is a big player in all of this, yeah. It's why I am a strong advocate against getting worked up over anything that you see or hear, like on the news or whatever, yeah. Like at this point, it's basically all just become what? A hologram, right? And because I can paint the different layers of the shifts, right? I've always explained it like this. You take a guitar string, for instance, and you pluck it and it vibrates, right? So there's like, it looks like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strings, right? What we need to do is bring that string back into a single string, yeah. You know, when all that stuff happened, like in 2015, like I was doing heavy research and heavy work, right? Like the Antarctica and um, chemistry and the sun and the uh, just a bunch of relevant stuff that I'm still like working on, right? And one thing was the Philadelphia experiment, right? But there was like this longing I had, right? Like I didn't belong where I was, right? Like I had been taken away from something that was very meaningful to me, right? So meaningful that you feel it in your soul, right? That time and space cannot separate you from this thing. Yeah. That's how deeply I felt that. Like an aching, an agony. You'll hear people in the correct conversations, you'll hear people say something similar. And that's because of this. Yeah. It's because we have been moved from our original whatever. Yeah. That's probably a hard concept for people to grasp. Yeah. It's not hard for me at all. Because at this point, I've been working on this stuff for so long, right? Like, everything that I say is going to align, yeah? Like, I'm going to be able to back it up with something, yeah? So don't worry about it. I'll just say what is true and put it out there, right? That's the best way to beat this um, fuckery, yeah? The best way. This is what it is, right? It's not like it'll matter, right? Like, once the changes occur and whatnot, right? It's going to be in alignment with truth, yeah? Everything else just sort of kind of like updates like a fucking computer, yeah? It's like fixing corrupt code. Well, I am not quite sure how I ended up, like, right? I don't know. But at least I'm well equipped for said scenario, yeah. I was sleeping so well. I'm very tired, yeah. I woke up to my cats like, nah. So I had to let them out. I'm like one day away from just keeping them outside all day so I can actually sleep. I may do that tomorrow. Yeah. Drive me crazy. There used to be an operating international airport, right? And by the time like the changes took over, right, it was nothing. It was just a parking lot. That's what happens. Things that were very well up and operating, like, look like they've been deserted by the passing of time. Yeah. No, there's a very operational underneath it. Yeah. Anyways, I went out there, put some things out there. Yeah. So that whatever things go back, get corrected back into order. Yeah. You know, it's just like with the things that are destroyed and then the things that remain untouched. Yeah. It's just the same occurrence. Yeah. Everything doesn't that doesn't belong according to the original state. Yeah. Oh, there's nothing that can distract me. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing's been able to. Nothing will. Right? Because I know what this is. Yeah. That's why I get aggravated every time I'm like, doing this dumb shit. Like, what I mean by dumb shit is like this dumb job, this dumb whatever, right? This dumb shit and this dumb, like, this fucking fake ass, like, reality. Yeah? And you have to be careful. There's things that will try to keep you, like, embroiled in, like, a lower state, right? It's like trying to keep you trapped where you don't belong. Like somehow the heart is in the middle of the chest now. The kidneys are in the rib cage. Like, can someone explain how that happened now? Like, there are two different sets of people. Yeah. And you hear people talking about like timelines and this and that, and everybody will just write them off. Yeah. You don't need to. But of course, I wouldn't ignore those, the dum dums, right? They were probably already here. And probably for good reason, looking at the state of this place. Yeah. It's a tricky science. Yeah. But it's not too tricky for me. Yeah. Vibration is the only way to navigate properly. Yeah. It's the only way to change, fix, whatever. Yeah. Facts. Just keep it high. Yeah.